All right, hello. My name is John Pizzo. I'm the principal of the Early College High School program. We're trying this. I'm in my garage at my house. We're going to see what we can do to make this video work, and we'll have a chance for you guys to ask us questions, and we'll be able to clarify. So on the screen with us is May Velez, is our high school counselor of Early College. And then we have Jenny Gonzalez from Solano College here to help us and get us registered. So what we're going to do today is, this is a one-time process. We are going to get everybody registered for college. So you do this once, then you're enrolled at Solano College, you're a college student, and each semester will be easy just to pick classes from here. So we're going to take you through these steps. So follow along, pause your screen if you need, and then we'll go from there. And then once everybody's registered for college, May and I, our counselor, will set up an invitation for smaller groups to actually log in live through Google Meets, where we're going to give you your high school schedule and talk about how you pick your college class. And that will be your elective. So we'll go through all of that as far as the high school side and picking a college class. But today is just, let's get registered for college. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Jenny Gonzalez, and she's going to walk us through the steps to apply to college. So I'm glad you're here. I hope everybody's staying safe and healthy during this difficult time, and we look forward to when we can actually get together in person and get things going back to normal. So, all right, I'll turn it over to you, Jenny.
Well, hello everybody. As you said, I'm Jenny. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you what our website looks like. So as you will see, this is our website, and it's solano.edu. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk through the application process. Right over here on the left-hand side, you'll see me circling with the mouse, is where you are going to get logged into to start that process. We want everybody to click K-12 because you are a K-12 student. You're going to go ahead and click here. And this is some great information if you ever have questions. And we're going to start the steps right over here. So we're going to go ahead and click on number 1, application for admission. We're going to go ahead and click on this. And then we're going to click on the SEC application website. So just a side note, I want you to know that we are one of the community colleges that sit under the California Community College Chancellor's Office. So this website is their website, which each college has their own link to their application. So what I need you to do, and to make sure and make very important notes, is the username we're about to create is for your application. This is going to be completely different than what we're going to assign you as a college. So make sure you definitely have a piece of paper and pen ready. So go ahead and click on create an account. Then it's going to pop over here. Make sure you have an email. And students, I know parents, you're here to help your students, but we want the students to use their own personal email. Please do not use your school email, because if you use your school email, right when you graduate, that email is obsolete. So please use a Google email, a Yahoo email, an Outlook email, or any other providers, so that we can make sure all the information gets directly sent to you. So we're going to go ahead and click begin creating my account. And then we're going to go ahead and start this process. I'm just going to make up a name. And then if you don't have a middle name, this is important. So make sure you check the box that says this, because if you do not check it, it will not let you move forward. And then right over here, this is if you have a maiden name, which all of you guys don't. If you do have a preferred name or legal name, definitely say yes and then fill it out. We're going to go ahead and do the date of birth. I'm just going to again create one. And so your social security number, if you do have your social security number, you can go ahead and put it in. If you do not, you can check this box right at the bottom that says check this box. The one thing I say, it gets a little confusing after this. You want to go ahead and just leave this box. Do not check this box unless you are a student that has these classifications. And if you do, please definitely talk to Mr. Pizzo and Miss May. So then we're going to go ahead and click continue. And then it's going to come right over here. So we're going to go ahead and put in an email. Again, I'm just making one up. And then your telephone number. And again, this can be a home phone number or your cell number. Just know, definitely put a number that you will get contacted, because what everything you're putting in here is going to go right into our data system. So always make sure this is a phone number you guys have constant contact information with. So then your address. Oh, this is perfect for you guys. So this is great. So right now, because it showed my birth date that I am under 18, which many of you will get, this is what's going to talk about. You enter your parent and guardian information. So make sure you write your home address. And then what we're going to do is this is where your pen and paper is going to come in handy. You want to write this username and password down. So when you do that, it's going to tell you if the username is available. If it's not, it's going to say not available in red. So make sure you create one that is one easy to remember, and then another one that is not used. Okay, so then go ahead. Oh, I don't think I'm allowed to use characters. Then you're going to come down here. So the security pin is going to go ahead and be 4 digits. So go ahead and create a 4-digit one. And I did this on purpose because I want to make sure people get very caught up in this window. Your password cannot use a character. So make sure when you create your password here, do not use a character. It's only alpha and numeric. And then when you do create your user pin, you're going to go ahead and do that. And then these are going to be all the secret questions you're going to go ahead and answer. Again, make sure you write all of these down, because this is exactly how you're going to go ahead and register. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and log out of this, because this is now going to finish this. What's going to happen after this window, you're going to go ahead and come into the username and password area that you're going to enter, the one that you created. So then you should not have to do this step that I'm showing right now. It should automatically link you there. But because I already have an account, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go ahead and click sign in. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my nephew, who is already graduated, but I'm going to go ahead and use his. And then okay, so this is what's going to look like when you log in. Again, all this information on here is his. You're only going to see this, my applications and start a new application. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and click on start new application. And one thing, this website got updated. You look here and you're like, I don't know where everything is. Sadly, they put everything at the bottom. So even though it's blank up here, all the information starts here. So what applying for is, I'm going to go ahead and click here. We're all doing fall 2020. Your education goal is you're going to come right down over here that you're completing credits for high school diploma, or GED. And then your program study, if you guys do know what program you're trying to do, you can go ahead and do that. But what we recommend is to go ahead and select liberal studies. What liberal studies is all your general education classes that you are working on that meet you to go to any UC or CSU and get your high school diploma. So then we're going to go ahead and click on continue.
And I would say students, don't get caught up on that part. We can always change things. It's just something to put in as a placeholder at this point.
Exactly. And we're going to come down, and it was nice. It tells you a little tab of how much you've completed. And this is going to be his information, what all that good stuff is. Your information is going to be the same way because it's going to go ahead and remember everything you did when you created your account. It's going to automatically place that in there. So education, what you guys are going to choose is you're going to click on this drop down. You guys are going to say enrolling in high school or lower grade and college at the same time. So you're going to go ahead and select that. And then you're going to come over here. It's going to automatically select this one. Will be enrolled in high school or lower grade and college at the same time. And then you're going to say, I attended high school. I know you haven't attended yet, but this is what's going to happen because, again, I want to pinpoint something. Look right over here under college. This says as of August 16, 2020. So that date is not existing yet, but that's the future. So you're answering these questions as if it really was August 16th today. Then you're going to come down. You're going to select a school. My nephew's a graduate of Wilsey Wood, so you will type in all your information. It's going to ask you the county, the country, the state. You type it in, and it's going to you guys are going to type in Rodriguez. It's going to populate all the different high schools, and Rodriguez will be on the top. You click on it. It's going to input this. It's going to tell you the city, and all of this good. So right over here, you guys are going to see this as well. It's going to ask you, have you completed the 11th grade? And some of you guys may have, some of you may not, but make sure you choose no. And then right over here under college education level, we're going to go ahead and say no degree. And then you're going to go ahead and select none right over here. So keep it on none. I'm going to go back, you guys, it's going to stop me real quick.
So Jenny, I have a question. So,
yes.
So most of the students watching this video are in 8th grade right now. So they're going to type in attending high school, Rodriguez High School. Mm-hmm. Some of the students are joining us at higher grades and they're actually going to a different high school right now. Would they put in the school they go to now or Rodriguez because that's where they're going in the fall?
They would put Rodriguez.
Okay.
Yes, definitely. Mm-hmm. I apologize for this, but I needed to change this up for my nephew because they won't let me move forward. Because he has an application ready, it's going to say it's wrong. Okay, so, oh, look at me. Here's a great example of an error. What? Oh, so just let you guys know, I'm glad this is kind of happening, but I'm not glad at the same time. This website's been acting a little on the interesting side. So you have to sometimes refresh it because it's not, I don't know if it's because too many people are using it at the same time, but it sometimes gets you stuck there. Turning on state high school diploma, cheating, and I attended high school. Oh, it added more questions at the bottom. So you guys, oh, this is the next page. This is for you guys. So it's going to come over here. It's going to ask this high school transcript information. As Mr. Pizzo just pointed out, a lot of you guys are 8th grade and you may not have any of this. So you can put your GPA from junior high or anything of that sort for just in case. So I apologize that this is, he went to integrated 3. Okay, so this is going to be no degree. Come over here and click continue. Oh, what is going on? This website's acting up. This was actually happening to me with a whole bunch of students on Travis Air Force Base. Oh, come on. and my computer. The website. John, do you want to add anything? Should I do no video? Their website's been, so I will tell you truthfully, students, I apologize, their website has been acting up again. This is servicing every community college in the state of California. And so it's happening this way. I'm gonna try to log out and log in, but what's gonna happen after that page, it will take you to another page. Oh, I can't, oh, I'm logged into the Zoom. I'm gonna push pause real quick. I'll push pause. Okay, I just pushed pause real quick, you guys, because I'm scared the Zoom is actually attached to the Internet Explorer.
Oh, so can you open it? Do you have a different browser to open up?
Here, yeah, here we go. Can you guys, okay, can you see this? Can you see the new browser?
We can't right now, no.
Oh, it's because my sharing is paused. Okay, let me go.
Oh, it's stuck.
It paused, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I paused it. I'm not recording.
Okay.
Okay. I said stop share. Oh, I hope I'm not recording. I said stop. Okay. Your desktop sharing is paused. If not, we're gonna have to edit a lot of this.
I didn't hear that it's been paused. Like, you know, you.
Oh, bummer. Oh, there it is. Pause recording.
All right, we're back. Sorry we had some technical difficulties, but we are back. So I hope you're with us and we'll go from here. All right, Jenny.
Okay, so now we're on the correct screen. Again, I apologize, but if you guys do get that hiccup, you guys will get some information from John at the end of the meeting, how to contact me, and I can help you walk through it. So again, after you do the education, you see right over here on the left-hand side, the green checks are what we've done already. So now we're going to go to citizen and military status. So go ahead and click here. I am a U.S. citizen. Again, if you are a permanent resident, it's going to ask you for your information and different stuff like that regarding visas. I am not a military dependent, but if you are, here are the choices, what you will choose. If not, you click none apply to me. Then you go ahead and click continue. And then this is one area I want you guys to be very careful in answering, because this can result in you maybe being classified as an out-of-state resident. But again, look at the future date. Look at the date. This is asking from 2018, have you lived continuously in California? And I have, so I'm gonna click yes. I have not done any of these. If you have, definitely check the proper boxes, which is required. Nope, I have not been part of foster care. So you guys are actually gonna see something different around this area because you guys are underage. What's gonna pop up is gonna ask you for information about your parent and your guardian. It's gonna ask you what grade level they got in, that they achieved, what, if they did high school, they got a degree, you're gonna do that. And then it's gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions regarding foster care. And if you're not part of foster care, you click no. And then again, it's gonna ask you about your needs and interests. It's gonna go ahead and say, are you comfortable writing English? Go ahead and say yes. This is information about receiving money for college. You guys can't say yes, but right now, as you know, this program is amazing and allowing all the fees to be paid. We're going to say no. This right here is if your family is on general assistance, such as food stamps, Social Security, WIC, go ahead and say yes or no. I am not. Athletic interests, you guys are at an age that you guys are not going to be participating in sports yet. So go ahead and select no. And you guys don't have to check any of this. This is just like a survey. So again, one screen, because I had to log into mine, not my nephew's anymore, is you're going to have to make sure that you answer the questions about your parents. And then we're going to
Real quick. So this is just for the college side of it. You're a dual enrollment student. So if you're thinking, oh, I want to play sports, that's going to be on the high school side at Rodriguez High School. So this has nothing to do with high school. And same thing with those financial questions. Just follow what Jenny said. And remember, there's a zero cost. So you're never going to write a check to Solano or have any fees. So we'll talk more about that as we go through.
And also, sadly, I apologize for these questions, parents. I do understand they're quite explicit, but they do ask us as a state of California. You can go ahead and answer how you correctly want to answer. You can say decline to state if you choose. It does not matter. It's not required. You can do what you prefer. Oh, here it is, the parent and guardian information. So you're going to come right over here. You're going to come over here. So my father got a bachelor's degree. My mother got a high school degree. And it's going to come right over here to your race and ethnicity. I am Hispanic and Latino. So it's going to come down here. It's going to list all of for me. I am Puerto Rican. And then you select yours. And then you'll have different ones like this. And this is going to be your last page pretty much. So we're going to have one more after this. This is going to ask you how you can hear. You can choose something. I'll just say the website, makes life easier. And then this is just information about another program that we have. You'll skip that. And you do have an option of reviewing your application. Parents, if you like to, that is going to list everything that you've put in here. This is very important right over here. The request for consent to release information. Please select I do not consent. This is just information that goes to statistic data and everything. If you choose not to, you can. If you choose to want to be part of a lot of the surveys, you can go ahead and say I consent. And now submitting your application. This is pretty much saying everything you've completed and you've placed in your application is correct. It's truthful information. It's not perjury. And you're just going to go ahead and select the little boxes. Again, like Mr. Pizzo said, financial aid and all that stuff is not exactly directed to you, but this is just part of the questions that you do understand the concept of it all. And then we're going to go ahead and select that. And then you click submit my application. And there you go. So this is the last page. It's going to say, again, your name right over here. Your confirmation number is going to be right over here. And this is how we can locate you. And just to let you know, students, this is not your student ID number for Solano. Just FYI, a lot of people get this confused. This is just to locate your application. And so for that, that's how you guys become college students with Solano Community College. And there we go. So then we're going to go and step into the next step. Mr. Pizzo and May are going to take over.
So Jenny, real quick, so that's their CC ID number. Will they get their Solano ID number emailed to them? How do they get that number?
Yes, so what's going to happen now that you submit this, it takes about 4 to 5 days. So you're going to get an email in your personal email. It's going to say, welcome to Solano Community College in the subject. It's going to have some information in there. And then right in the middle of the email, it's going to have the number 1, 2, and 3. It's going to be a username. There's going to be a password and a student ID number assigned to you. And that is how we are going to locate you. And that's how you're going to log into your My Solano and access all your information as a student.
And Jenny, if you could let me share my screen, I can have an example of that email.
Let me go ahead and stop
And
share.
So when you get that email sent to you, that's your most important information to keep all 4 years or every year to know what your Solano. We're going to need that moving forward.
So I'm going to share my screen now. So the email that you guys will be getting will look like this. And then there's that, they're just saying congratulations, and the 1, 2, 3, it'll outline your web username and then a randomly generated password. And number 3 is going to be your Solano college student ID number or your STC ID number. So once you've gotten this email, you will then go and fill out this Google form that we will be sharing with you. And this is just confirming your application with Solano College. We're going to ask for the student's last name, first name, that's SCCID number, the grade level for 2020 and 2021 school year, the best email address for the student and the parent's email address. So then we can email you the invitation for the next event. So then we can get you registered for actual college classes. And then we also want to know if you have access to a printer and a scanner, because there's a special admissions form that we need you to complete so we can get you cleared to register for classes on May 11th.
Okay, and then May, can you go back to the student email address?
Right here, yes.
So I know Jenny said in that to not use your school email, and that was really important earlier because that's in case you stay at Solano after high school and it's always an email that, you know, you won't always have a student email address. But on this form, we would like you to use, if you're in the district now, you're in one of our district schools, use your school district email, your S and then your 6-digit number email. That's really important for when you're in high school at early college. There's gonna be a lot of stuff we use our student emails for. If you're not in our district yet, then go ahead and continue to use that personal email that will get a hold of you. So then you'll get a student email address, a school district one, once you're fully enrolled.
Thank you, Ms. Pizzo. And if you don't have access to a printer, if you say no on here, this will indicate to us to we can mail home a special admissions form, or however way we'll work it out. And if you guys have any questions in the email, Mr. Pizzo will send out, you'll have our contact information.
Okay. So what we want you to do, so basically in the next, hopefully you're watching this and I'll send out some email instructions. Once this is done, we're going to be sending invitations to our sessions the week of April 20th. So you got a little bit of time, but we're collecting all of the college numbers. So we have that so we can make sure everybody's fully registered for college and connect with Jenny Gonzalez so she can help us. And then once everybody's enrolled in college, we have all those numbers recorded. That'll help us build your high school schedule and put you in the right group for next steps, which is actually logging into the course catalog. And if you're going in the 9th grade, you'll pick your first college class. If you're an older student, you might pick your first and second college class. So we'll go through all of that in our next session, but thanks for bearing with us today with going through this video. And in the email, there'll be emails for you to ask questions, and we'll make sure we can walk you through if you get stuck. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.
All right. And recording.